So theorem 10.8 states that the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. Now what is the meaning of this? Suppose if I have an arc PQ, this is subtending an angle POQ at the center and it is subtending PAQ at a point on any other part of the circle. That means apart from PQ, what is the remaining portion of the circle? In that remaining portion, at any point, the angle that is subtended by this arc PQ. So one will be the double of the other. So angle subtended at the center will be double of this angle that is subtended at any other point on the circle. So we can say POQ will be double of PAQ or PAQ will be half of POQ. That is what we have to prove. This theorem we are going to prove for three cases. First case will be when PQ is a minor arc. This is second case when PQ is a major arc. And third case is a result where PQ is exactly half of the circle, that is PQ is a semicircle. So for all these three cases we will be seeing this result. So given a circle with center O, arc PQ of this circle subtends angle POQ at the center and PAQ at a point A, that is remaining part of the circle. Suppose if I take a point B at this point and I draw angle PBQ, then angle PBQ will also be equal to half of POQ. That is the meaning. If I take a point C on this point on the circle and make an angle PCQ, then that PCQ also will be half of POQ. That means at any other point, wherever I take it, that angle will be half of POQ. This is what we will be proving now. So to prove is POQ is equal to twice of PAQ. So for this we will be doing a construction. We will join AO and we will extend it to any point B. Now two general cases already we have seen. This is case 1 and this is case 2. Now first we will be proving for case 1. Once you understand how to prove case 1, case 2 will be similar. So if you consider triangle APO, now over here OP and OA are equal because both are equal to the radii of the circle. So which means this triangle is an isosceles triangle and these two angles are equal. OAP and OPA, they both are equal because they are angles opposite to equal sides. Now if you consider this triangle, then this angle POB, this is an exterior angle of this triangle, and corresponding to this exterior angle we have two interior opposite angles, these two angles. So this exterior angle BOP will be equal to sum of these two interior opposite angles, that is OPA and OAP, and we have already proved that these two angles are equal. So therefore I can say BOP is equal to twice of OAP. Now same way if I consider this triangle AOQ, here also I can prove similarly. OA and OQ are radii, so they both are equal. So angles opposite to equal sides are also equal by isosceles triangle property. And this angle BOQ is the exterior angle corresponding to these two interior opposite angles. So BOQ will be equal to sum of these two angles, that is BOQ is equal to OQA plus OAQ. And these two angles are equal, so I can write it as twice of OAQ. So BOP is twice of OAP and BOQ is twice of OAQ. So adding equations 3 and 4, you will get angle BOP plus BOQ is equal to twice of OAP plus twice of OAQ. So BOP plus BOQ is POQ, and here 2 you can take common. OAP plus OAQ is PAQ. So that's how you get this result. POQ is equal to twice of PAQ. That is, angle subtended at the center is twice the angle subtended by it at any other point on the circle. So for case 2 also you will be joining this A to the center This is a major arc now. PQ is a major arc in case 2. So POQ is the angle that is subtended at the center. Now which POQ we are talking about? We are talking about this reflex angle POQ. This is the angle subtended at the center. This will be twice the angle subtended at this point, that is PAQ. This is what we have to prove. So here also similar type of construction will be done. You will be joining AO and extending it till B. Then in both the triangles, you will apply exterior angle property and prove that this POB is twice of this and BOQ is twice of this one, and adding both you will get the same result. So proof is exactly the same as the previous one. Application of exterior angle property and isosceles triangle property in both the triangles, and whatever is obtained, you will be adding these two equations and getting the result. The angle which we are talking about here is reflex angle POQ. Now this important result follows from this theorem which we have just proved, that is angle subtended by diameter or semicircle at any point of a circle is 90 degree. Also we say this as angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. That means if POQ, this is the diameter of the circle with center O, then if I join this P and Q to any point on the circle, not only this point A, suppose if I take a point B over here and join B with P and Q, then angle that is formed, PBQ, that will be equal to 90 degree. If I take a point C over here and join C with P and Q, then angle PCQ also will be 90 degree. Any point you can take on the circle and join it with P and Q, that angle that will be formed is 90 degree. Now why is it true? Because now angle that PQ subtend at the center is POQ. Now POQ is a straight line. So POQ is 180 degree. So angle subtended at any other point of the circle should be half of 180, that is 90. So this also comes from the same theorem. So by the theorem 10.8, we already know that angle subtended by any arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any other remaining part of the circle. So POQ is angle at the center, PAQ is the angle at remaining part of the circle. So PAQ will be half of POQ, that is 90. So theorem 10.9 states that angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Now what is the meaning of this? Suppose if we have a circle with center O and I have got 2 points P and Q on this circle. Now this PQ subtends angle POQ at the center and it subtends PAQ at this point, PBQ at this point. Now PAQ and PBQ will be equal because they are subtended by the same arc PQ. So that is the theorem. In theorem 10.8, we have seen that angle subtended by any arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any other point on the circle. So by that we can say that POQ will be double of PAQ and POQ will be also double of PBQ because both are angles subtended by the arc at different points on the circle. So PAQ and PBQ both are half of POQ. So which means they both must be equal. So if POQ is 120 degree, PAQ will be half of 120, that is 60 degree. PBQ also will be half of 120, that is 60. So both should be equal.